This is a mutton snapper, and up until this moment, I really didn't care if I ever caught one. My dad, on the other hand, has not stopped talking about muttons this entire trip.
I just gotta catch a mutton snapper.
So, when we came all the way out here and began fishing, my dad immediately dropped a ballyhoo rig down to the bottom in hopes of hooking into one of these special fish. While he focused on catching a mutton, the rest of us were expected to fill the cooler with yellowtail snapper, a smaller, less exciting snapper species. Catching yellowtail snapper is honestly pretty easy. Drop anchor, put out some chum, and let your bait drift back with the chum. The snapper then mistakes our bait as its next meal and instead ends up in the cooler, like this one you see here. And to be completely honest with you, while using this ultralight fishing rod, I was okay with catching yellowtail after yellowtail for the cooler. They are one of the most delicious fish in the ocean, and at this point, we had almost caught enough of them for dinner. But every once in a while, it is known that the mutton snapper can be caught using the same technique, if you're lucky. And being that I am extremely lucky when it comes to fishing, it was my bait that a mutton chose to eat. At first, I thought maybe it was just a big yellowtail, but soon realized it was something different.
Yeah, give me a belt.
Get off the anchor, let's go, back down.
We gotta chase him down. He's gonna spool me. I'm gonna take my time because I don't trust everything.
And remember that ballyhoo my dad had dropped down on the bottom? That rod bent over as well and started screaming.
Got him now. It feels heavy. Oh, doubled up. Set him up.
My dad quickly hooked the fish and was tight on something huge.
Oh, I think I might be stuck in the rocks. I am. I got him out.
Back it off.
I got him out.
You want to walk up?
Of course.
There's a yellow butt in here. Somebody give me the yellow butt. I got it.
He's coming in.
But unfortunately for him, this fish quickly tangled in the reef on the bottom and got away. My fish, on the other hand, had taken hundreds of feet of line and was not slowing down.
We are in. Still on? That thing.
And not long after my dad lost his fish, did the fish I was fighting do the exact same thing. It got stuck in the reef.
I think I'm stuck on the rocks. Well, I still feel the fish.
But remember that thing I mentioned before? How when it comes to fishing, I'm extremely lucky? Somehow, the fish got untangled from the reef and was slowly being pulled to the boat on my ultralight setup.
I'm out. It's gonna be a good fish. Definitely not the ideal rod for this to happen on.
And after 10 minutes and lots of guesses as to what it was on the end of my line, we were able to see a gray, shiny reflection circling up towards the boat.
I don't think it's a jack. This got me stuck in the rocks, so. We do got some color down there.
Your color?
Yep. Oh, it's big. What is it? I think it's a mutton. It's a...
The belly size of it.
Oh, what is that?
Black tail. Tail black.
Oh my god, it's a big mutton snapper. Oh, baby.
My dad got ready, and our
Oh,
excitement
dear
grew
Lord.
as it neared, closely
Lord have
resembling
mercy
the
on my
fish
soul, that's
he
a
sought
beast.
after.
Quite frankly, that's... Oh, it's huge!
I pulled the fish up to the surface, and my dad put a giant metal hook through it and pulled it into the boat.
Woo! Look at that thing! Boom! Oh my god, that's huge! Look at that! What a beautiful fish! That's so cool. That's a hammer.
You had two of them come through. That's what happened.
Let's go. That's a
Upon
hammer.
placing my
dude.
hands on this fish, I now understood why my dad was so obsessed with catching these.
That was so easy to pull out. Did you see that? Look at the size of this thing.
We all celebrated because when someone catches a fish like this, it's a team win. Because at the end of the day, we will all be eating this fish. However, there is something to be said about being the one who catches the biggest fish. But now, it's my dad's turn, as he too has hooked into something different while fishing for yellowtails. As the fish came into view, it closely resembled the shape of a mutton, and even had the same gray flash. But as the fish broke the surface, it was clear that this was in fact not a mutton. It was a grunt. I'm not sure what it is about a mutton that makes it so much better than a grunt. The grunt is similar in size and shape. It even has a similar color. I think to myself as I'm speaking into this microphone, what if it was me who caught the grunt and my dad who caught the mutton? Why was I the lucky one to catch the prize mutton? Anyways, my dad angrily released the grunt that he so desperately hoped to be a mutton back into the water. And after boating a few more yellowtails, we decided to head back in. And it wasn't until we were sharing our catch with friends and family back home that I realized the true value of the mutton snapper. The meat tasted like it had been doused in butter. And while the yellowtail snapper may have tasted just as good, it doesn't have the same appeal as catching a big mutton. And so, on our next trip out, instead of focusing on filling the cooler with yellowtails, I was holding a rod with a ballyhoo on the bottom, hoping to once again feel the wrath of the mutton snapper. But this trip was different. My luck was not with me. And unlike the previous trip, my mom was with us, who clearly doesn't give a about mutton snapper as she lays on the back of the boat. With no luck on the ballyhoos, my dad and I decided to try a secret bait that some crazy lady told us to try. And while my dad was preoccupied with some grouper stealing his ballyhoo on the bottom, my mom held his fishing rod with the secret bait. While she lay at the back of the boat holding the rod, she felt a bite, and after that was no longer sitting down.
Oh, at the bottom.
Yeah, that was the bottom.
Maybe you had the bottom last time and you thought it was a fish. You might have coerced us into thinking you had a fish.
Oh, I just had a bite right there.
Did you?
I think I did.
No. You're on the bottom. You're literally on the bottom. You're on the bottom. Your line was slack. It was sitting on the bottom.
Now, to be completely honest, I didn't believe that she had gotten a bite. I thought that it was the bottom, and after she had gotten multiple more bites, I was certain that she was feeling the reef on the bottom.
Lift up. You sure it wasn't the bottom?
Maybe my luck had rubbed off on her, because moments later, she was hooked into something big.
Going?
Keep going.
There we go.
Stop reeling.
Oh boy.
He does have a fish.
I told you I'm a fish.
You got a big fish.
I think you've got the bottom.
You did have the bottom. Oh wow, that's a nice fish. Yeah.
Could be a big grouper too.
That's awesome. On the little jig with the little head.
I got a fish.
This was a strong fish,
Good work.
and we were unsure what it was, until it finally came into view.
It's pretty big. It's fighting pretty good, right?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, what color is it?
It's kind of gray. It might be a mutton. It looks like it could be a mutton.
Might be a mutton.
It's a big one if it is, yeah. Oh, it came off! Oh, are you kidding me?
I saw it on the boat.
That was big too.
I think it was a mutton.
I think it was.
It was that color, like it was.
Oh,
Took the bait and everything.
oh my gosh. Wow, that's a
Told
heartbreaker.
I had a fish.
My dad and I were pissed because we almost had some of the best meat the ocean can provide. But my mom couldn't care less, as she proved it was in fact not the bottom, it was a fish. But I know that there's a part of her now, like my dad and I, that dreams of catching that mutton.